time on Red Dirt Diary, we're going to WA.
What? Are we really?
Yes, we are. So something happened.
And it's just this massive cloud of like black smoke in the air. I broke something in your car.
I'm breaking our friendship. Okay, first stop on the agenda is Lake Argyle. Fun fact, Lake Argyle is actually the biggest inland lake in Australia. I wish I could show it to you guys a little bit better, but understandably, it's WA, so that means it's windy. But anyway, let's not talk about it. Let's just go and explore the area. I have heard that the campground apparently has an infinity pool. There is a number of great things that you can see in and around the area, including a massive dam wall that you are able to drive across. We also spent some of our day inside the Discovery Park, which has an iconic infinity pool that you could spend hours in. I'm actually really sad to be leaving the Discovery Park at Lake Argyle. I wish we could have stayed, but we don't have time to waste. We do need to make our way down to a place called Doon Doon. But I'm enjoying it nonetheless because the drive out of Lake Argyle is incredible. But because the wind isn't on my side and I can't get a drone in the air that successfully, I thought, why not just suction cup a quad lock to Meg's car and then she can film the ranges as we drive out of the Hilux in front of her. And I trust it as well. Even though it's windy and even though these roads aren't that good, that thing's not going to come off because I've been testing it on corrugations in the Northern Territory before I got here, and that thing is not going anywhere. With Lake Argyle far in our rearview mirrors, we're now on our way to the Doon Doon Roadhouse. This is where we're going to be able to get the permissions to be able to see Harry's Hole. Okay, so something happened. So pretty much I'm just going to explain to you what's happened. Usually I would wait until I have a resolution, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to resolve this quickly. So I guess you're just coming along for the ride. Essentially, it was organised that we were supposed to collect a key from the Doon Doon Roadhouse, which gave us access to going and seeing Harry's Hole. We haven't had reception because we've just driven all the way here from the Northern Territory, which gives you a 2 to 3 day period, really big black spot of reception. And during that time, so 2 days before this current day, 4 people took that key and went out into Harry's Hole, and they won't tell me what happened, and they've now shut it. But they said to us, look, we knew you were coming, we couldn't get a hold of you, but you're not allowed to go out there. So now we are so many thousand kilometers deep into this, and my plan is it's gonna have to change. And normally I put a lot of prep and thought into putting these episodes together so that you guys are getting the best of the best. But now you're about to see me wing it. Because a big key part of this entire episode can't go ahead, which is okay. I have a choice here. I can either just cut and kill the episode, but I don't want to be negative. I'm going to try to go ahead, and I'm going to see what I can come up with just as the, 10 years of touring experience that I have. HEMA maps, a good attitude, a capable car, and I'm in WA in my Hilux for the first time in my entire life. So I'm not going to pull the pin there because that's not what I'm like. But what is going to happen going forward from this point onwards, I actually really don't know. I'm going to pull the map out and I'm going to figure out what else there is for me to go and see and do that's definitely worth your time. But that's probably going to take me overnight. Now this is the other thing. We are called Red Dirt Diary, so it's like a diary. This is the diary entry of what is really going down. There is a bit of another plot twist that makes the fact that they've closed this place just a few days ago really bad for me. You guys don't know this yet, and I wasn't going to announce it. I was just going to surprise you with it when I had something to show you immediately. But I have got my own show on Channel 7, which is really important to me, a really big deal, and I've worked really hard in my career to have opportunities like this. I've worked very, very hard, and I was very excited about it. And my show was being filmed in Harry's Hole, which is the exact section that they've just closed. So I'm now trying to get in contact with Channel 7 to let them know, because I don't even think that they know, because this just happened, you know, within the last day or two. It hasn't hit the news yet, that where the production team for this TV show is traveling to right now, and they wouldn't have reception either. They're on their way to a place with this very well thought through plan, which I was very excited about. I was getting special access to having, you know, cleansing ceremonies with Aboriginals and all this beautiful earthly stuff, which is so aligned with me and what I've studied in this show. And now I don't even know if that can happen. So I have two sort of things I need to be fixing, which a lot of stuff like this you guys don't see behind the scenes. But I think this one I'm just going to let you know and be honest. If we manage to get in, then I will sprinkle some of that content, if Channel 7 will allow me to, into the end of this episode, so that you guys know that all has worked out good and I've managed to achieve my bucket list of two big things: end up on television and get to Harry's Hole. Now that you're up to speed, I don't really know what to say. I'm not going to be negative. This isn't all doom and gloom. This just does happen. And I guess if we're going to achieve anything, it's going to say that sometimes on the fly, you do need to think on your feet a little bit when you're 8,500 kilometers from home and not a whole lot of reception. So that's what I'm going to go and do, put my head down and look at some maps and make a plan and figure out a way to go forward, just off the back of a good attitude. But it is possible. I'm going to show it to you somehow. We're all going to learn together today. Influencer. Wannabe influencer.
Alright, so Bridget's got this thing. She's obviously obsessed with hard solo. She can't get enough of it. And I like the zero sugar solo, hard solos.
Rubbish.
Rubbish, okay.
I believe it's rubbish. But Noodle seems to think that there's no taste difference, and I beg to differ.
We'll put a little bit of a sip in each cup of the sugar-free and the normal one and see if she can taste a difference in it. Oh, they look a little bit different. Alright. Alright.
Okay.
It's 50-50 guess at this point.
Honestly.
Yeah. We'll have to do this 10 more times to
Yeah.
get an average.
Is that one no sugar?
Yeah.
Yes, that's hard.
It is.
That's hard.
They
That's
actually
hard.
do taste so
But that's
similar.
no sugar. I had to drink it again quicker to be like, that one just has the slightest, sweetest taste. But I will say, if you were drunk, you wouldn't know. I'm changing it up for dinner. I'm really craving sushi. Kind of like sushi, there'll be rice paper rolls. Every once in a while I like to make them typically at home, but I'm gonna try to make them here at camping because I can't lie, this camper is kind of better than my kitchen at home. And also, since I've hit the road, I haven't used my own kitchen because the bench space in this thing is insane. So I'm gonna use it and I'm gonna lay myself out and make a little bit of a station where we go from rice paper roll to putting the chicken on, to the vegetables, to the sauce, and then to the art of wrapping it up. Okay, so this is like the slightly tricky bit because it's really important that you don't break the avocado. If you break it and it folds, well then you just gotta mush the whole thing. And my lazy ass doesn't want to clean any more dishes than I have to.
What do you mean? You don't clean them? I clean them.
Yeah.
You cook, I clean. That's
Yeah.
how this works. But thank
As
you
long
for
as it doesn't-
considering me.
Yeah, I'm just considering the apprentice because her life, it's so hard being her. Traveling around the country and just like living the absolute dream, and like your boss is like equally as good looking and mad.
Just do not play Uno with her.
Are you ready to die?
I don't like playing with you. You're mean. She takes it too deep. Like it's really not
seriously?
that deep. She takes it way too seriously.
Yeah,
She
well,
takes it way too deep.
Just doing the hard part of the dinner, you know.
okay, step one, rice paper roll has been dipped into hot water and then it turns into a rice piece of paper. Be gentle with it because it's delicate as hell. Chicken, burn your fingers a little bit while you transfer the chicken over. Chuck your vegetables in there like this, like in a little pile. Avocado as well, like that. Squish it together and begin the burrito fold like this.
Beautiful.
And then you add it.
Nailed it.
And then you add it to your pile. Get some sweet chili sauce and a big communal bowl. Look at this.
That looks so good. There's so many of them.
Okay, let's do a quick taste test and then we can end the day. Look at this monster. Okay, dip.
Big boy.
Yeah.
They're all different shapes and sizes.
Now, I just want to froth over the fact that we're in the middle of nowhere, North WA, eating rice paper rolls that we built out of our cars. And then go to bed because it seems as though the new plan of attack that we have figured out is going to require a astronomical amount of effort from us tomorrow. So sleep is going to be needed. You're probably wondering, what are you going to do? You're just going to have to wait and see. But I think it's going to be pretty good. All right? Cheers.
Cheers.
And good night.
See you in the
Thank you for
morning.
dinner. Well, good morning. I actually have zero idea where we're off to today. We're in WA, so obviously it's going to be insane wherever we go. So I think it's time to sit in passenger seat, enjoy the view, and see where this goes, because I have a feeling it's going to be epic and it's going to be such an adventure wherever we end up.
With the assistance of the tools that we do have with us, we put our heads together and started to do some research. This led us to Purnululu National Park, also known as the Bungle Bungle Range. Upon further investigation, we started to realise that this is a beautiful place to go and see. Doing everything that we can to try to give this place justice, but if you can tell with even just the echo of my voice, and trust me when I tell you that that's like maybe 100 meters to the very top of the rock, and this whole thing would fill with water. What do you mean? And right behind you is this little cave that just gets even tighter that I don't think that people really bother to wedge through, but like we're gonna do that obviously, because like we're reckless and dangerous and came on a bushwalk with thongs on. Match his energy.
He's like, I'm scared now.
Mum, the dinosaurs are coming!
Do the kookaburra one.
I can't do kookaburra.
Yeah, you can. You can make it up.
All right, ladies, we're coming out of the chasm crack. What did you think? That blew my breath away. That was better than I thought it was going to be.
I've seen photos and it was 100 times bigger, taller,
Yeah.
nicer, crazy.
Yeah, immediately, yes. Everything
Yeah.
she said. Nas?
It just keeps going. Like you come to the first bit and you think, oh my god, this is
Yeah.
insane. and then you go around this other little corner, and then it's just a smaller crack, and you just go up the crack, and it's insane.
Yeah, it's definitely worth the walk. Just don't wear thongs like I did because it's like kind of rocky. One of the standout points on the maps and highly recommended on social media was Cathedral Gorge. Apparently the acoustics in this amphitheatre are jaw-dropping. You can hear each other from either side, even with a whisper.
All right, we've pulled up at this spot and oh my God, it is actually incredible. You actually have no idea what is behind you right now. It looks like aliens have formed it or something. So I have picked this spot for lunch and hopefully Bridget's on the other side of the car getting lunch ready because I'm starving and I get angry when I'm hungry, so we don't want that.
Oh, sorry, here you go. There you go, audience member, that's for you. Righto, we've finished lunch and now we're gonna start the walk to get to Cathedral Gorge, which is apparently a must-see when you're in this area, which I'm excited for. But I've been told that the acoustics when you're in there are like perfect. So good that you can have two people standing in very different sections and say something and each other can hear what they're saying and speaking at the volume that I'm saying right now. So I've left the other guys at the car. We're gonna go one at a time and all three of us are gonna say like a secret. We're gonna tell you guys, we're not gonna tell each other. Then we're gonna test it and see how good the acoustics are in there. So my secret is, I don't think that Nas realizes, maybe no one's ever told her, I never have, but in her sleep, she farts a lot. And she's sleeping with me. And it's just reminded me that she does this, okay? So my secret's gonna be that Nas farts in her sleep, okay? Now we're gonna bring Meg over, and then Nas over. I'm gonna go away, and then they can say their secrets.
My little confession, if you will. I know you're not meant to have favourites, but out of my two dogs, I do have a favourite, and that is Lucy. That is you, Lucy. I know you're watching this.
So mine, I have no idea what the other girls are, so it's gonna be so different. But I think I'm gonna confess to Bridget that I broke something on her car. She'll be far enough so that she can't hit me. I didn't actually break anything, it's just to get her stirred up. Just to clear that up. Jesus is coming.
Yeah, it's like Mother Earth being like, oh, whoa. Oh
Are you kidding me?
I think the way that we're supposed to do this is someone's supposed to go to one side and the sound travels all the way around back to the other side and you're supposed to do it quietly. So I'm gonna go over there and someone go over there and then we're gonna say our secrets and separate.
Can you hear me if I do this?
Yeah.
What did she just say?
Meg goes, what did she just say? Because Bridget's lying, she didn't hear me.
I'm gonna do mine. Okay, let's let the reverb stop. Ready? Nas doesn't know this, but she farts a lot in her sleep.
She farts a lot in her sleep.
Yes!
No,
you!
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't. Too bad.
Hey, Meg's gonna do hers.
All right, go Meg.
My favourite dog is Lucy.
My favourite dog is Lucy.
Okay, do yours.
I broke something in your car.
You broke something in my car.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe yes.
I guess. What did you break?
Well, this is the only way I could tell you because you're far enough away from me so you can't hit me.
What was it?
I don't want to say. I'm just kidding, I didn't.
Ah, I'm breaking our friendship. Nas is so far away. I'm gonna prove it to you. Ready? She's all the way over there and she can hear what I'm saying right now. Yeah, this is really fun. We're getting a bit stuck
Easily
here.
entertained.
Way too easily entertained. It 100% works. I'm not putting it on just because the camera's on. I swear to you, Meg as my witness.
I wish it could be like live so they could tell us to say something to prove it.
Yeah, like write something in the comment section and then we have to say.
Way too late.
I know, it's way too late. The sun is going down. We've been sitting in here for ages just talking smack. You can't swim here. We wouldn't recommend it. Doesn't look safe by any means anyway. But so much fun. Like if you brought like a blanket and some food, you would just sit in here all day. In the walls every once in a while you remember to look up and it's just incredible. Like it really makes sense why people travel all around Australia or all around the world to come and see places like this in North WA. I'm really glad that my North WA experience has been shared with you.
So good.
I know. So we're on our way from the cathedrals to camp and I have to give it to Polaris. Considering that this whole episode has now had to be created on the fly because of the sad incident of what happened working from what's on our phones, what I'm getting from information centers, and something that's actually tracking live where we are on my head unit in front of us. It's gotten us out of hot water really easily. Me being able to nav from the passenger seat while Nas is driving is something that's actually tracking where we are. And a lot of the apps that are on this, I'm noticing that a lot of people on social media, because I did reach out on social media to get some help with some WA people that have the same mapping system, and everybody's obviously got their saved pins and then able to send over information that I can put into here and then be able to use it. So it's actually been so helpful, because usually how it works on Reddit, if I run into trouble, or I've taught Nas to do this if she runs into trouble, is resort to your maps in your head unit and all the saved pins that I've saved with the years worth of travel that I've done. And you'll always be able to find a safe campground, or you'll always be able to find somewhere to get water, or somewhere to go for a swim if you really need a shower, right? And I feel like today, I had such a fun day today.
Yeah, 100%. We would literally be lost without it.
Yeah, lost without it. Exactly what she said. So now I found camp, and I pretty much put it on the maps for Nas to be able to drive and track it. Nas is half blind now. She needs prescription glasses, actually. She
Do you want
told me.
to put them on? No.
Yeah. Nas now needs prescription glasses. So lucky the screen is really, really big, because then she can see where she's going, and then I can have a nap.
Yeah, I think it's a perfect plan.
Yeah.
So trust is slowly building with me driving the car. She's having naps now. So
Oh, well, now cut to 5 minutes from now, I'll just be like this.
yeah,
Sleeping.
sleep.
Don't!
Alright, we just finished our walk at Cathedral Gorge, and that was the most insane thing I've ever seen. I've never seen anything like it before. It's like aliens made it. Anyways, we just put up into camp, and we're gonna settle in, set up camp, and make some dinner and get nice and warm and cozy. Alright, I think it's about the time of the day to get dinner started. It gets quite cold in WA at night time. You wouldn't think so, but it does. It's hot during the day and then cold at night. So I'm gonna make some tacos for dinner, and it's gonna be great. I'm pretty good at making tacos, but we'll see if they end up with food poisoning or not. I've chucked my black jumper on because it's perfect for cooking and camping, because I am quite a messy person. So I spill things, but you can't see it. So if you want to look like me and live mess free, head over to the website and check it out and buy a black one. They come in other colours too, but if you want to look like me, which I do suggest, check it out.
I think that considering that this whole episode fell apart with the Harry's hole, today we had an insanely cool day with things that I wasn't expecting to see. So I'm super stoked about it. Now this is the thing. It's at that point in the episode that we need to end the day. And usually I would say that I would see you in the morning, or the day after, or the day after that. Because what are we doing tomorrow? I don't yet know. But you're coming along for the journey. I will see you in about half a second in your reality, and who knows what we're in for to get there. But I just need you guys to go, because I'm going to swallow this plate. I'm so hungry. I don't even know where to begin.
Do this. Oh, the crunch.
And then we'll see where the adventure takes us
Yeah.
to the future.
To the future.
Do you know what I love? I love that in your world it's been about a fraction of a second, but in our world it's been a minute. Because girls, where are we?
We made it to Broome.
We did a hop, skip and a jump, and we made it all the way to the coastline of WA, and we're continuing this episode in Broome. We put our heads down over the last 24 hours and our asses up, and we worked for it, and we made a plan. I'm so goddamn excited to be on the west coast with my car, and we have an adventure plan today. I can't even be described. We're gonna see things that I've never seen before, these girls have never seen before, and you're coming with us. So day 3, WA, Broome, let's go. What's first?
Apparently, we're going to Coconut Wells.
Apparently, Coconut Wells.
What she said, we're going to Coconut Wells. One of the key features about Broome that makes it so hard to forget is it's one of the few places where you can get that rich red dust meeting the coastline. Driving along these cliff edges, seeing the red dusted canyon walls butting right up against the shoreline is something that I have never seen before. What a fun little forward driving track this is to go in to see the Coconut Wells. Now there is a car park and you can walk on foot, but being the forward drive channel that we are, of course we're going to take the road less travelled. This is a destination that was highly requested by the apprentice. I think she's just going off Google Maps, but if we time the tides right, we might be able to get this place when it's just right. Did you see how I just parallel parked this trailer? I just got it into the tightest spot, jackknife 180 turned it, drove it out, then proceeded to reverse parallel park it into the smallest little 4-wheel drive car park that you've ever seen. Despite what you say about me, she can steer a wheel.
Very nice. She's straight.
I'm getting straighter as I grow up. I used to be like this, but now I'm on the straight and narrow. We're just making our way out to Coconut Wells, and we've driven as far as the track will allow it. Now this is the thing. Now you want to try to get your timing right for Coconut Wells. Low tide is the best tide. We don't get that opportunity only because we have a lot of things that we want to be able to see and do in the day. So I've tried to let the tide drop as much as possible, but it's not quite at its prettiest, but I think you'll be able to get the gist of it. I mean, everything around here is stunning, so it doesn't really matter. And I'm moving with a bit of purpose because there seems to be some back burning that's coming in really close. So neither of us girls have had the chance to swim in the ocean or even put your feet in the ocean because we've been in the outback, especially me and Meg. But I'm 99.9% sure that this water is so goddamn crystal clear that I cannot see a crocodile. I don't advise it, but we're about to wet our feet. Do you want a free foot shot?
So
yep.
excited.
We're about to wet our feet for the first time in so many months. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Yeah.
So
she came all the way from country Victoria.
This is my closest beach.
Yeah, it is. Oh my gosh! So cute.
It's missing a tentacle.
I want to. Do you reckon I can hold his hand? Oh,
Wow.
he's so scared.
He's really scared. No, don't go any further. Quick. Give an eye on the devices, just, using all the utensils, and they're just like, oh yeah, it's hard work on a Monday.
Hey, Bridget.
What?
Do you mind bringing me a cocktail? Where's that fan? We're just driving along the coastline of WA heading towards our next location, and we're driving into the biggest, it looks like a bushfire at the moment. It's so weird, it looks insane. It's just this massive cloud of like black smoke in the air. But yeah, it's nuts. So can you see what that looks like? Oh my god, I cannot believe where we just pulled up. It's actually insane. I've never seen anything like it before. Just driving on a dirt road for so long on the worst corrugation I've ever been on, literally. And you just pull down this little track and it's just red cliffs everywhere. And then it's right near the beach. It's dead silent. And I'm literally just speechless. So I think it's such a good spot to just pull up for lunch, enjoy the view, and then see where the road takes us next.
I'm sad to be leaving this spot.
I know, that was unreal. I've never seen anything like that before. All like within one landscape.
I know. If red dirt could be described as a location, this exact location is it.
100%.
It reminds me of the cover photo on the front of Harry Fisher's cooking book. Red walls, red dirt, blue water, a car, insane. I'm sad to be leaving. You can camp here, but we're not going to. Because, like I said, we put a lot of research in and we're trying to show you guys all of the amazing things that you can do around here. And we've got a spot in store for camping. I can't confirm if it's good, but holy cow, does Google Images confirm that it's good.
Yeah.
And considering how good this place is, and I would have called this a 10 out of 10, I'm really hoping that camp, comes to fruition.
Yeah.
As we're driving up the peninsula, it's quite a daunting feeling to see the sky completely engulfed with orange smoke. Now, they're only doing preventative back burning, so it is safe for us to continue, but we're keeping an eye on the wind changes and the road closures to make sure that we make it to James Price Point safely. I'm starting to notice that the Hilux isn't feeling quite right, so I'm trying to take it particularly easy on her, and I'm not quite sure of some of the noises that I'm starting to hear from the car. And my best bet is to get to camp somewhere safe, pop the bonnet, and then investigate what's going on with the Hilux. So on the way to camp, the Hilux broke down. It's beautiful though, actually. Look. Stunning. I don't know if you can see me, but the professional I am, I do this for a living. When I was in an iconic location earlier in this episode, it was insanely stunning. I knew it was the perfect place to drop a hot tip to you guys and give some advice on an amazing travel destination that you should go and watch the sunset at. And then I was going to continue into camp tonight. But those plans have changed, meaning this episode can't actually continue. And from this point onwards, I'm just gonna have to import the outro. I'm just gonna be honest with you. But what I really suggest you guys do, if you're not subscribed, subscribe. Okay, I need to end this and give you guys a massive hot secret, and you can thank me later. Whenever people think of Broome, they want to run over to the famous Cable Beach, sit in the back of their cars, watch the camels walk past, and watch the sunset. But arguably, I have the spot for you, and it's where I'm standing right now. Once you're done at Cable Beach, come over to Ganthium Point and come and check out the sunset from here. The rocks are red, the sand is white, the water is blue, and the sunset is insane. Now that's a wrap for this episode, guys. I hope that you enjoyed. Tuned in for the next one. Did someone say Gibb River Road?
Coming up next on Red Dirt Diary.
I think that my little turbo's gone. This module has actually paid for itself today because I'm trying so hard not to bring on boost. If this doesn't prove to you that you need this, you won't be in this position. You can still drive it and manage it. Be like me, call Polaris. Guys, this is Brindley from Downtown Mechanics in Broome, saving my life. If you get stuck on the wrong side of the country, break down in Broome for him.
White.
What'd you find? What'd you do?
Broke a dump pipe, so pulled it off, changed the studs to bolts, welded up the dump pipe, made it a bit thicker on the outside, put a good bead on the inside, put it back together, and...
All right, you heard it first. When you break down in Broome, come to Downtown Mechanical Services and come and see Brindley, and he'll fix your car for you. The Hilux expert. I'm gonna throw your vape out the window. Do you know what? No.
I'm sure who's stronger.
No, it's your sugar! Give me mine, and then I will give you yours. Don't! Do you reckon this will stay?
Oh no.
Apparently, Bridget's Hilux turbo has blown up. You know what I'm upset about? This like detached from the bag.
Oh no, maybe you should have ripped it open better.
Dad! No. Hey Shane from Project, how are you? And then she's like, out.
Help me!
That sounded so sexual, bro.
Yeah, I know why I came with it. I didn't mean to do it like that.
And now you're picking your nose.
It's itchy.
I have a plan. It took... Do you want to see a cool trick?
Are you serenading me?
No, it's just like the apprentice should pick all them up.
That was so icky. And I'm not picking them up.
So being able to fall asleep on the beach is something that normally I do every day that I haven't been able to do in months.
Do you sleep on the beach every day?
Every day.
Wow, that's crazy. Hey, because I'm pretty sure I've been to your house and you have a house.
I have a house. It's
You
waterfront.
have a home, right?
Yeah, I do have a home. I'm like really successful, so like it's like on the water, and I just like walk out my back door.
Oh, for sure.
And there's like, I have butlers that just give me cocktails at 9 o'clock in the morning,
I know,
and then I just go for a swim.